Some of you are sitting here today feeling broken, feeling defeated, like life has taken everything from you. But let me tell you something. The moment you decide to rebuild is the moment you refuse to be a victim any longer. You see, greatness doesn't wait for perfect timing. It doesn't wait for perfect circumstances. It rises in the middle of your storms. It rises when everyone counted you out. Today, I am going to show you how to rebuild your mind, your body, and your life from zero and become absolutely unstoppable. You may have lost your job, lost your confidence, lost your way, but you have not lost your power. And when we are done today, you won't just survive, you will thrive. You will step into a life so full of purpose, so full of fire, that nothing, no eshinji, will be able to stop you. Are you ready to rise? Your journey begins in the battlefield of the mind. If your mind is chained by doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs, no amount of effort in the world can free your life. You see, the mind is the soil in which the seeds of your destiny are planted. If the soil is filled with negativity, self-doubt, and lies, nothing can grow strong. But when you cleanse your mind and plant seeds of truth, hope, and faith, you cultivate a life that rises above every circumstance. Many of us walk around carrying stories that are not even ours, voices from the past, opinions from people who never believed in us, and fears we inherited without even questioning them. It is time to silence those voices. It is time to tell your mind, I will not be limited by what you think is possible. I am greater than any lie you have told me. Resetting your mindset is not just about thinking positively. It is about renewing the way you see yourself and the world around you. It is about confronting the beliefs that have held you hostage and intentionally choosing new beliefs that serve your growth. You must recognize that failure does not define you. Setbacks are not permanent, and limitations are only as real as the power you give them. Every morning, speak life into your mind. Declare your worth, your strength, and your potential. When you fill your mind with truth, your actions will naturally align with the person you are becoming. Transformation begins with awareness, but it is solidified through repetition. You must catch yourself when negativity creeps in. You must challenge the thoughts that say, I can't, I'm not enough, it's too late. Every time you challenge a lie, you reinforce the truth that you are capable, worthy, and unstoppable. Surround yourself with people, resources, and ideas that stretch your thinking and expand your vision. Feed your mind with wisdom, inspiration, and faith. Remember, the thoughts you nurture today determine the reality you live tomorrow. Resetting your mindset is the ultimate act of empowerment. It is the moment you take control of the narrative, the moment you refuse to be defined by the past, and the moment you open the door to infinite possibilities. When you break free from limiting beliefs, you awaken the unstoppable force that has been inside you all along, ready to rise, ready to conquer, and ready to transform your life from zero to extraordinary. Your body is the temple that carries you through this life, and if it is weak, exhausted, or neglected, your dreams will struggle to manifest. Many people underestimate the power of a healthy, strong body, but let me tell you something. Your body is the engine of your life. It is the vehicle that carries your vision, your purpose, and your destiny. When your body is depleted, your mind becomes foggy, your spirit grows weary, and your ability to take action diminishes. That is why healing and strengthening your body is not optional. It is essential. If you want to rebuild your life from zero, you must start by honoring your body, giving it the care, nourishment, and energy it needs to rise with you. Healing your body begins with awareness. It begins with asking yourself, am I feeding myself what I truly need? Am I moving in ways that strengthen me? Am I treating my body as the sacred vessel it is, or am I abusing it with neglect, poor choices, and self-doubt? Your body responds to the energy you give it. When you eat well, exercise consistently, rest fully, and take time to care for yourself, you are sending a message to your mind and soul that you are worthy of strength, vitality, and resilience. Every step you take to strengthen your body is a step toward empowering your life. But healing your body is not just about physical strength. It is about restoring balance, energy, and resilience. You must release what drains you and embrace what fuels you. That may mean saying no to toxic habits, late nights, and harmful patterns. That may mean prioritizing movement, stretching, deep breaths, and nutrition. When your body is strong, your confidence grows. When your body is fueled, your mind thinks clearer and your spirit stands taller. Your body is your most immediate tool for transformation. It will either hold you back or carry you forward. By committing to heal and strengthen it, you are taking a powerful stance in the fight for your life. You are telling yourself, I am not a victim of circumstance. I am a warrior, and I will rise stronger every day. When your body is empowered, your energy becomes unstoppable, and your capacity to achieve your dreams expands beyond imagination. Your life, your purpose, and your destiny demand a strong body, and it is time to honor it, fuel it, and let it carry you into the greatness you were born to experience. If you want to rebuild your life from zero, you must first look in the mirror and take radical responsibility for everything that has happened in your life. Not in a way that blames you for the pain, the loss, or the mistakes of the past, but in a way that puts the power back in your hands. So many people walk through life pointing fingers saying, if only this had happened, if only they had done that, if only life were different. And while you are busy blaming, life keeps moving. True freedom, true power comes the moment you stop waiting for someone else to change your circumstances and start owning your own story. Radical responsibility means acknowledging your role in your life without shame, without regret, and without excuses. It means admitting, yes, I have made mistakes, but I am not defined by them. Yes, I have been hurt, but I am not a victim of that hurt. I have the ability, the strength, and the courage to change my life starting now. When you take responsibility, you reclaim control over your decisions, your actions, and your outcomes. You shift from being reactive to being proactive, from being powerless to being unstoppable. Taking responsibility is not easy. It requires courage to confront the parts of yourself you have ignored, to face the habits that have held you back, and to take ownership of your failures as much as your victories. But let me tell you something, it is the single most liberating thing you can do. When you stop blaming circumstances or other people, you remove the chains that have been holding you down. You give yourself permission to rise, to rebuild, and to create the life you deserve. Owning your life also means committing to your growth. It means understanding that every decision you make today shapes the life you will live tomorrow. When you take radical responsibility, you stop waiting for validation, approval, or rescue from others. You become the architect of your destiny, the captain of your ship, the leader of your own soul. And here is the truth. People who take full responsibility for their lives are unstoppable because no setback can break them, no circumstance can define them, and no failure can stop them from rising again. When you embrace radical responsibility, you reclaim your power. You step into a life where you call the shots, you make the rules, and you refuse to be limited by the past. This is the moment when ordinary life ends and unstoppable greatness begins. If you want to rise from zero and become unstoppable, you must understand this truth. Motivation is fleeting, but habits are relentless. Motivation will come and go like the wind, sometimes lifting you high and sometimes leaving you stranded. Habits, however, are the bricks that build the life you are meant to live. They are the daily actions that compound over time, the small choices repeated consistently that separate the dreamers from the doers. To rebuild your mind, your body, and your life, you must cultivate habits that serve your vision, not your excuses. Unstoppable habits are built through discipline, intention, and repetition. It's about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, even when the world is against you. It's about waking up early to move your body, even when your bed is warm. It's about feeding your mind with knowledge, inspiration, and wisdom, even when distractions are calling your name. It's about making the choice over and over again to do what most people won't, so that one day you can live how most people can't. The power of habit is invisible at first. One day of action may feel small, insignificant, and meaningless, but each day, each repetition strengthens your resolve, reshapes your mind, and moves you closer to your destiny. Habits become your character, your identity, and ultimately your results. The person you will become tomorrow is built on the actions you take consistently today. This is why consistency beats motivation every single time. Motivation will give you energy in the moment, but habits will carry you through when motivation fades. Developing unstoppable habits also requires mindfulness. You must identify the patterns that drain your energy, waste your time, and lead you nowhere. Then intentionally replace them with routines that fuel your growth, productivity, and resilience. This is where true transformation happens, when your life is no longer dictated by whims, distractions, or emotional highs and lows, but by intentional actions rooted in purpose. Remember, your life is the sum of your habits. Every choice you make daily either moves you closer to your greatness or pulls you further away. By committing to unstoppable habits, you are building a life that cannot be derailed, a life that cannot be shaken, and a life that will carry you from zero to unstoppable. Consistency is your weapon. Discipline is your shield. And habits are the road that leads to the extraordinary life you were born to claim. Your purpose is the fire that fuels every action, every decision, and every moment of your life. Without it, even the strongest mind, the healthiest body, and the most disciplined habits can feel empty. You can work tirelessly, move tirelessly, and push yourself to the limits, but without a clear why, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting directionless and vulnerable to the storms of life. Reigniting your purpose is about finding the reason you wake up every morning, the reason you push through pain, and the reason you refuse to quit when the world tells you to. Your why is not just a goal, it is the heartbeat of your life. To define your why, you must dig deep and confront the questions most people avoid. What do you truly value? What are you willing to fight for, even when it is hard? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These are not easy questions, and they will demand honesty, courage, and reflection. But when you uncover your why, you gain a force that cannot be shaken, a compass that cannot be broken, and a power that cannot be stolen. Your why becomes the reason you rise when you fall, the reason you endure when you are exhausted, and the reason you thrive when others give up. Reigniting your purpose also means reconnecting with your passion. It is about remembering what made your heart come alive before the challenges, the failures, and the disappointments dimmed your fire. Passion is the spark and purpose is the fuel. When you combine them, you become unstoppable. Life will throw obstacles in your path, but your purpose gives you resilience. It gives you clarity. It gives you a focus that cannot be diverted by doubt, fear, or the opinions of others. Your why is more than personal fulfillment. It is a call to impact the world. When your actions are driven by purpose, you inspire others, create ripples of change, and leave an imprint that goes far beyond yourself. Every setback, every struggle, every moment of pain becomes meaningful because it is connected to something greater than you. Reigniting your purpose is the ultimate act of power. It transforms your life from surviving to thriving, from existing to conquering, and from ordinary to extraordinary. When your why is clear, nothing can stop you. You will rise, you will persist, and you will become the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. Life will test you. It will push you to the edge, knock you down when you least expect it, and challenge your faith, your courage, and your resolve. Adversity is not a question of if, but when, and how you respond to it will determine the trajectory of your life. Some people let obstacles define them. They let failure tell them they are not enough. They let pain convince them to quit. But you, my friend, are being called to rise above. You are being called to embrace your challenges, learn from them, and turn them into stepping stones toward greatness. Rising through adversity begins with perspective. Every setback, every disappointment, every storm carries a lesson, a hidden opportunity, and a chance for growth. You must refuse to see adversity as punishment and instead see it as preparation. The fire you walk through today is shaping your strength for tomorrow. The struggles that feel unbearable are forging a resilience within you that no comfort or ease ever could. When you understand that life's difficulties are temporary and that your potential is limitless, you begin to move through challenges with purpose and power. Rising through adversity also requires faith, faith in yourself, faith in your vision, and faith that the universe has a plan that is bigger than your current circumstances. There will be moments when fear whispers that you cannot endure, when doubt creeps in, and when the weight of your struggles feels unbearable. In those moments, you must hold fast to your belief that you were made for more. You were made to rise. You were made to overcome. You were made to be unstoppable. Every obstacle is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. Adversity is the ultimate test of character. It reveals who you are, what you value, and how committed you are to your life and your purpose. When you rise in the face of hardship, you send a message to the world and to yourself: I will not be defeated. I will not be delayed. I will not be denied. You transform pain into power, setbacks into comebacks, and trials into triumphs. The storms of life will come, but they cannot destroy you unless you allow them to. Rising through adversity is not just surviving, it is thriving. It is walking out of struggle with strength, wisdom, and clarity. It is claiming your life with courage, resilience, and unstoppable determination. When you embrace adversity as the fuel for your greatness, you become a force that cannot be stopped, a life that cannot be broken, and a story that will inspire generations. Nothing can stand in the way of a person who refuses to quit and chooses to rise every single time. Now hear me. I want you to feel this in your spirit. You have everything you need inside of you to rise, to rebuild, and to become unstoppable. Life may have knocked you down. It may have stripped you of everything you thought was yours, but the power to reclaim your mind, your body, and your life has never left you. The fire that burns inside you is stronger than any storm outside of you. You have the strength to reset your mindset, the courage to heal your body, the wisdom to take responsibility, the discipline to build unstoppable habits, the clarity to reconnect with your purpose, and the resilience to rise through any adversity. Today is the day you stop waiting for permission. Today is the day you refuse to be defined by the past. Today is the day you decide that nothing, no failure, no fear, no voice of doubt will hold you back. You were born to rise. You were born to conquer. You were born to be unstoppable. So go rebuild, reclaim, and walk boldly into your destiny. Stand up, step forward, and declare it with me. I am unstoppable. I will rise. I will thrive. And when you leave this place, carry that fire, because the world needs your greatness, and greatness waits for no one.